Okay, please say 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good evening to everyone. So today is the starting day of the month, November month. We thought when we started the meditation session on January, we thought that we would have a very long time. But finally we can see all those 11 months are gone and only November is remaining. During this month, we are going to learn the second, not today, starting from the next week, we are going to learn the second step of loving kindness meditation. Until then, we will practice the first step of loving kindness meditation. And we already learned what is the first step. And today, I'm not going to teach it again. For the newcomers, I'll teach the brief loving kindness meditation. But the senior students, they are kindly requested to practice the long version. Long version, the first step of loving kindness meditation. And at the same time, make sure that you practice daily. Daily practice, it is just like building a house. Brick by brick, keeping one brick by brick, one brick after the other, you build the house. Just like that, you by gradual practice daily, what you do is you build your house of your own spiritual house, where there is a lot of peace, where there is a lot of happiness, and at the same time where you are gradually going to achieve the deliverance of mind. So there is a Croatian proverb, hasten slowly. Hasten slowly means, that means go fast slowly. What it means is, some people think to achieve certain things at once, just like quick noodles, right? I always did this. Certain people think that certain people try to achieve things very, very fast. They want everything instantly. But actually, no one can get things like that. The mind, we have to develop it just like the other things. So you have to work steadily, step by step, little by little, you have to grow. That's how everything works. It is the same way which goes with the meditation. So daily, don't think about the tomorrow's practice. You can think like this. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I might live or I may not live. I don't know whether I could be able to practice meditation tomorrow. We don't know about tomorrow's schedule. Sometimes sudden things might happen so that we won't be able to practice meditation tomorrow. So today, I have today. So during this day, I will practice my meditation. Right? Then that means you keep one step ahead in the spiritual practice. So focus on today. The yesterday which is already gone, you can't obtain it even though you give your whole wealth. You will say, you will pray, even though you pray for 1,000 times, even though you will say, I'll give the whole money that I have, but please give me the day which is gone. We can't do that. So the yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is not predictable. What you have is today, and on this day too, this moment. If this is the moment, right? If this is the moment to practice meditation, wake up. So don't let the laziness to overpower you. Work hard. So sit and work hard within the scheduled time. Within the scheduled time that you scheduled for the day's meditation. Right? Please develop that determination within. At the same time, you have to develop qualities just like a pencil. So you have to develop qualities inside, just like just like a pencil. So pencil have certain qualities. Similarly, we have developed those qualities in our life. One quality that the pencil has is, so it's, even though how many great things that it writes, it is still very light. Just like that, you have to, even though how much education that you have, how much wealth that you have, how much fame that you have, regardless of all those things, try to be humble. That is the first quality of pencil. Nishan, do you have pencils?
Yeah.
See, you should be just like pencil. Then Sahana, do you have pencils? See, you should be like a pencil. Then number one, pencil is light, even though how many great things that it writes. Just like that, you develop humbleness inside. Then number two, so pencil has to be sharpened whenever it decays. And similarly, as wise human beings, we have to sharpen ourselves. Daily, we have to sharpen our qualities. You have to appreciate the good qualities that you already have. Yes, I have these good qualities. If you can smile whenever you see someone, that's a good quality. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate that good quality that you have and develop it. Try to develop it by mixing loving kindness thoughts to your smile. Whenever you smile, by mind you think, may this person be well, be happy, be peaceful. Very nice. Be peaceful. And then you sharpen. This is one example. Just like that, there are so many qualities that you need to develop. Daily, at least develop a little. try to start at least a small good action that you have not done yet. Right? If you have not given certain grudges, write those things down and daily try to let that grudge go. It may be towards anybody. Let that grudge go. Daily try. Right? One day, try until it comes to a level that you can totally forgive. Right? So just like you sharpen the pencil, you have to sharpen yourself, developing qualities. Okay, that's number 2. Then when you write with the pencil, it is not like with the pen. You can erase it. In the same manner, in life, sometimes you might have done things to the other people which are irritating, which has brought hurt in those people, that might have caused sorrow and mental distress, right? Physical, sometimes it can be even physical harm. Still, you have to go. You have to develop your bravery, right? You have to develop your ability to forgive. You should ask forgiveness, right? Last time also I took one boxing example. This time also let me take one boxing example. But I think during the second match between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, do you know what happened? Mike Tyson beat.
Get off his ear.
Yes, I think Mr. Howard.
I watched that one too.
Mr. Howard is a boxing fan, right? He beat both ears of Evander Holyfield. They had a long grudge, but finally, Mike Tyson developed the ability to go and ask forgiveness. Evander Holyfield also forgave. This is an example. Like that, there might have been things that you might have done, or the other people might have done towards you. Develop bravery, develop the ability to forgive, and go and ask forgiveness from those people. Don't hesitate. You don't know what will happen tomorrow, or 1 week later, or 1 month later, or 1 year later, or 10 years later. So you have today. So if you try to develop that ability and ask forgiveness, and don't die with remorse, so that you will be able to live and pass away with a relaxed mind. You won't be able to take back what you did, but at least you compensate, you reconcile, right? That's a good thing. So that's another quality that you need to develop within. So just a quality that the pencil has, you develop it within you, right? So just like the pencil, just like we can erase the things that we write with the pencil. So you try to let go of the mistakes that you have done by asking forgiveness, right? And you try to reconcile with people. And then number 4, in pencil, the most valuable thing in the pencil is not the wood, which is carved outside, so which is outside of the pencil. The most important thing inside the pencil is the chemical. What do we call it? Lead. The lead, yes, the lead which is inside the pencil. So just like that, more than outer beauty, you have to develop inner beauty. Human beings outer appearances, so it is important too. But more than that, their inner appearance, it is the most important thing, right? That is the fourth quality of a pencil. And that is how you apply it into your life. Then fifth quality of a pencil, the last one. So whenever you write with a pencil on a paper, so you save lines, you save the lines that you wrote with the pencil. In the same manner, each and every action that you do, and each and every word that you speak, it saves a mark in the other people's life. Out practicing loving kindness, and out of loving kindness, you should be careful when you act and when you talk. These are the 5 qualities that you can take into your life from the qualities of a pencil. Can you remind me? Right. Okay, later I'll ask. So please develop those qualities within and practice daily. Practice daily and work hard for yourself. When you practice this meditation, you are not doing it for the Buddha. We are grateful that Buddha taught us this noble technique, and at the same time, we should be grateful. We have to be happy, and we have to feel lucky that we could learn this technique. And then, what you should do is you have to practice. Even though you have a beautiful pendant, which is very valuable, if you keep it at the house and if you don't wear, it has it is useless. This loving kindness meditation, please consider it as a valuable pendant and wear it. Wear it very valuable. Keep on practicing loving kindness meditation. Now we are going to start. So all students, please practice as I told you. The first step, please memorize. I hope you might have memorized all the quotes. And when you do it, if you like, you can do it in your own language. If you feel comfortable. If you are more familiar with English, then please do it in English. Right? You can choose the language; it doesn't matter. Then please practice loving kindness meditation in that manner. And I wish that may all of you have a very good session. Now, everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Take another deep breath. Let it go. And let your whole body to relax. Relax. At this time, I'm going to pay our respect and gratitude towards the Buddha. And after that, we are going to start today's meditation. Everyone, please concentrate. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Itimiso bhagava araham samma sambuddho vinyācarana sampannu sugato lokamino aruttaro purisa dhamma sarati Satta deva manusanam Muto bhagavati Swakato bhagavata dhammo Samdittingo akaliko Ehi pasiko opanaiko Pachatang veditammo Vinyuhiti Supanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujupanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Sami patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidam chattari purisa yugani Atte purisa puggala Ese bhagavato savaka sangho Amuneyo pamuneyo Nakineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyakhetang lokasati Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with a mind full of love, full of kindness, and full of compassion. Very patiently, please, everyone, start your meditation. All students are requested, kindly requested, to practice the first step of loving kindness meditation. The new students are requested to practice the simple loving kindness meditation. How you do is, first please spread your loving kindness towards yourself, thinking, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. Then after that, please spread your loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. And think, may my dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Then please spread your loving kindness towards the neutral people, the people who are not your friends and not your enemies. May all the neutral people also be well, be happy, be peaceful. Spread your loving kindness towards the neutral people in that way. And then please spread your loving kindness towards your enemies. Let go of your grudges and spread your loving kindness, thinking, may my enemies also be well, be happy, be peaceful. Finally, please think about all the beings in the world, and may all the beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Thinking this, please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings. Don't make it a verbalization. Develop the emotion of loving kindness. Spread the emotion of loving kindness. Develop the emotion of loving kindness. Now, everyone, please start your meditation session. This will be a silent meditation session, and I wholeheartedly wish and bless that me your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Please start your meditation right now. Bhavetu sabbe mangalam rakhantu sabbe devata samme buddhanubhave samme dhammanubhave samme sanghanubhave Sada Sutti Bhavantuti. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now very calmly and quietly, please open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom and bottom to top. Now very peacefully, please join your palms together and say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear dumb friends, hope all of you had a very good meditation session. Little by little, you had to move forward. The ant, I taught you, the ant, it travels thousands of miles because if it continues its journey continuously. Similarly, practice by practice, I mean, by session, you will improve. Session by session, you will improve. And one day, you will have a lot of loving kindness with you. First, try to feel that that genuine loving kindness which comes out of your heart. Then later on, develop that loving kindness to a level that you can feel that when you practice loving kindness, when you develop loving kindness, you should feel like your whole body is soaked with loving kindness. And then when you develop deeper, you'll feel like that you'll feel like that loving kindness is pouring so all around your body, and the whole so you'll feel that everyone and everything around you, you should feel like that they get affected by your loving kindness. And at the same time, make sure that you mix that loving kindness in your day-to-day life. When you think, mix love and kindness. When you talk, mix love and kindness. When you do something, mix love and kindness. Even at your workplace, mix the loving kindness to your work. Think you are doing this work to make someone comfortable. You might not have seen the people who might get benefited from this. But at least because of your good work, they'll feel comfortable. They'll feel happy. Wishing that me, because of my work, the work that I do, may the other people get affected, and may they be able to feel comfortable, may they be able to feel happy, may they be able to feel peaceful, right? May they be able to live so comfortably and successfully, prosperously. With that kind of thoughts, please do your work too. When you drive your car, mix loving kindness. Always please think, may I be able to drive the car without harming anyone. And at the same time, may the other people also not harm me. With that thought, you drive your car. When you garden, when you do your garden work, mix loving kindness. Garden. When you garden, think. Please think, these flowers and these fruits, these flowers and these fruits that will come out of the trees that I plant, they are not only for myself, they are for the other people too. May the other people also enjoy in my garden, in my good work. May the people later on enjoy the fruits that come out of these trees. May the other people enjoy the beauty of the flowers that I plant. So that comes out of the trees that I plant. With those thoughts, you do garden. Right? Then, even when you are eating, you can practice loving kindness. I'm not only eating for me. I'm eating this for the comfort of billions of worms that are living inside me. Don't think inside this body you are the only one who is living. There are billions and trillions of worms that are living inside this body. You can develop love, but don't overeat, thinking that you want to overfeed them to the amount that you need. Eat, but you can mix loving kindness to that eating. When you drink, you can do the same. And when you look, when you walk, when you talk, in all those actions, please try to mix loving kindness. First, those actions will bring you happiness. And then, those very actions, those very words, those very thoughts will bring the other people happiness. Isn't it, Nishan? Oh, right. So, right, Sana? Is that true? Yes. So everyone, please try to do that. Not only you practice at home, you mix it in your own actions. That's how you have to develop in life. If not, it'll be a golden pendant that you keep inside your cupboard, but you won't use forever. Right? Then that pendant is useless. So not only this pendant of loving kindness so is to own, it is also to wear. Wherever you go, whatever you do. Right? Please keep that in mind and work hard. For a good teacher, the best thing that you donate is not the material things. Your own practice and your own spiritual success is the greatest gift. Is the greatest gift that you donate to a good teacher. I hope you are good students, so practice hard and donate them to the teacher. All the other gifts come second, right? we have to keep those things in the second place. Right. Then we were discussing, I was explaining you about the 10 perfections throughout the last weeks. 10 perfections, they are very important to develop in life. As good meditators and as good people who live in the society, as good human beings, we need to develop them. First, let me go with the reminding, right? So what is the very first perfection that we need to do? People? Generosity. Very nice. Number 2, Sri Ashwarya. Morality. Number 3. This is Shanti.
Detachment.
Detachment. Very nice. Letting go. Right. Malneti Vataka. Wisdom. Higher. Passing. Now, right. All right. Mr. Howard, let me check the online students. We should not let them go easily.
Courage,
Right. Yes. Courage.
determination,
Yes. Then after that, determination last time. Right.
Right.
Miss Lees. So wisdom, then courage, wisdom.
patience,
Yes, patience. Very nice. Last time, what did I teach? Christian, can you remember?
determination,
Unity? No.
No. Kim, can you remember?
Love and kindness. Truthfulness.
No. Oh, truthfulness. That's what I'm going to teach today.
Oh.
Right.
the determination,
All right. Then Mrs. Lees. Right.
Patience.
All right. Patience. We already talked about that. Last time, what did we learn? Bus. Bus, can you remember?
I actually wasn't there last week, so I don't know.
All right. Determination. Oh, all of you remember all the other 6, but you don't remember the last week one. So determination. And today you are going to learn about truthfulness. Okay. Truthfulness. Perfection called truthfulness. What is truthfulness? Let me ask. Charles, what do you think? What is truthfulness means?
I think it's a place of sincerity.
Yes.
Almost like a mother to oneself. That's what I would consider it in my part.
Yes. Malnindi, what is truthfulness? Honesty? Yes. Can we explain it? Namal, what do you think?
Being authentic.
Very nice. Right. Mr. Ramgatta.
Think like a child.
Think like a child. Right. Sana, what do you think about truthfulness? Nishan, what do you think? Very nice. Yeah, yes, general truthfulness means that. So, telling the truth. But here the Buddha teaches to develop, to mix 2 things when you say the truth. So here Buddha teaches out of compassion, right? Telling with the determination of not deceiving the other people, with the determination of not deceiving the other people, telling the truth out of compassion and tactical. Then there are two things: out of compassion and tactical. Now you have to understand this. Number one, compassion. Out of compassion means when you tell untruth, so you harm yourself. Not only that, you harm the other people. You harm both. Right? Then with the compassion, what is compassion? So melt in the mind, melt in the heart when the other people are in trouble. Right? That is compassion. So thinking that because of me, may I not get harmed, and may the other people not get harmed. You say the truth. Then tactical. What is tactical? When you tell the truth, there are 5 things to consider. Many people say, so I am a person with one word. Whatever comes into my mind, I don't think about that. I just say that. So because it's the truth, I tell the truth. No, that's not what perfection in truthfulness means. You have to consider 5 things. If you can write, please write them down. If you can remember, please remember them. Number 1, you have to think, I told this earlier too. Kalenama akalenam. Whether this is the right time to say this truth or not the right time. Someone is in anger. If you say this truth, that person will become furious. Is that the truth that you have to say? It is not beneficial for you. I mean, it is harmful for you and harmful for the others. Then you have to you should not tell lies. You have to keep quiet. And you have to wait until the right time to say that. Kalenama akali. Number 2, bhutenama abhutena. Sometimes there may be truths. You might have heard from this person or that person, and that person might be trustworthy. But still, it's not a first-hand account. The truth has not come from first-hand account. So it is not a truth which is 100% sure. Is it 100% sure? When your friends had told you? Right. It is not, my dear, actually 100% sure. It is not a truth which is completely pure. Sometimes that person's perspectives might have got added, right? So different people see things in different ways and understand things in different ways. So if it is not essential, we have to keep quiet, right? So that is number 2. Bhuteno abhuteno. Number 3, atta sanghitayava anatta sanghitaya. That means, is this beneficial or not beneficial? There are truths. If you say that, it can create a problem at that time, at that situation. Whenever you create a problem, does it so exist for the well-being of the other people? No, right? So what you do is, since it is not essential, since it is not beneficial, you keep quiet. For the well-being of the other people, for the well-being of you, right? That's why sometimes certain people say things without thinking, and later on they regret. Oh, I shouldn't have told, so I shouldn't have told that. Since I told it, a huge problem, a huge problem arose. Then people say, Bhuti, Atta Sanghitena, Anat Sanghitena. Then fourth one, the tone. There is a tone to say any truth. So first, the truth should be told with, you have to consider whether you have to say it with a soft tone or a rough tone. First, you have to go with the soft one. If someone doesn't listen, if that person is a person that you love and that you have to correct for sure, then you have to use the rough voice. Sometimes you have to, so to cure people, certain people, you have to use rough, bitter medication, right? So then that's fine. But first choice should be the soft tone. Then fifth one is very important. Mitta chittava dusanta. Certain people can tell truths out of anger. Right? They say the truth, but with anger. Right? With hatred inside. That's not good. Whenever you tell the truth, you have to tell the truth with loving kindness. Right, people? So there are 5. These are the 5 tactics that you have to use when you tell the truth. That karunu, so in Pali, Buddha says, upaya kosa, tactically, thinking with the presence of mind. Right? You have to tell the truth. So telling whatever that comes to your mind, that's not the way. You have to think twice before you say something. Remember, I told you, it saves, right? It saves marks inside the other people's lives whenever you say something, right? So don't save a black mark in their lives. Make sure that you are careful not to do that. And then how you access, how you develop this quality? Number 1, you have to always establish you in truth. So whatever you do, whatever you think, you establish yourself in truth. Each and every moment, you try to you try to be true to yourself, and you think about things, adding truth to truth. Can you understand? So you don't add lie with the truth. So you always add truth with the truth, right? Like that, right? That means you don't exaggerate things, right? Then you don't degrade things. You live with the reality. You think with the reality, right? That's number 1. Number 2, keep in the promises. Whatever you promise, you have to think, sometimes you promise truthfully, but accidentally you won't be able to do those things, deliver those things. That's fine. I'm talking about the intentional breaking of promises. You should not break promises intentionally. Whatever you say, you have to do that. Whatever you do, you have to say that. Buddha teaches this quality as yathavadi in those days language. Yathavadi, tathakadi, tathakari yatawa. Let me tell you a story. In 2020, the Powerball was won by so Powerball lottery. Or do you buy that? I don't want to ask. So Powerball lottery was won by Tom Cook in California. He right away went to the phone and called his friend who was in Pennsylvania, I think. So Pennsylvania. I don't remember the state. So Wisconsin. He called his friend in Wisconsin. His name is Joseph Frame. He called and Joseph Frame answered, and Tom Cook said, Joseph Frame, I called you to remind you something that we promised many years ago in 1992. Then he asked, what is that? Can you remember when we went to a shop? Both of them roamed together. When we went to a shop, we saw Powerball. And both of us promised each other that if one of us win the Powerball, then we are going to share it. Then Joseph Rainey, he was astonished. And then he asked, so how much did you win? He said, $22 million. He won $22 million. And he bought to share that money with Joseph Rainey after so many years. So promises. If you promise, you deliver, right? That's what Tom Cook did. So, they are old people. They don't want too much money now, but see their quality of truthfulness. That is the thing which is very important. So you have to keep promise. And then those are the two ways. You exist in the truth, think only truth, being with the reality. And whatever you promise, you do. And then how do you exist, establish yourself in truth? The methods. Number one, you have to think about the bad results that can come to your life, bad consequences that you have to face if you tell lies. If your legs are hurting, you are very welcome to direct your legs towards the walls. Okay. Then, number one, you have to think about the bad consequences of telling lies. As I mentioned earlier, whenever someone says lies, that person harms towards oneself and the others. And then, even though the person who tells lies, who told a lie, when that person says the truth for the second time, the other people, they are hesitant to accept that as a truth. Isn't it? You think twice, because that person has told the truth, told an untruth. So it can be a long time ago, but still it is in your mind. So you are so careful, you don't believe. And then the other people disgust you. They won't tell you to your face, but they don't like you. They don't like you. Then because of trust, there are certain help, certain supports. So certain support that we can gain. For an example, you have somewhere to you have something that you need help, and you give a time. Then whenever, if you haven't gone to those particular places on time, then there is a big percentage of possibility that the other people are also not going to come on time, because they think that you are not a truthful person. So then, so what if, that's why I told you, promises should be delivered. Then there are so many such kind of things, such kind of ways that you can gain support, but they don't show up on time. So if you are not truthful, and at the same time, if you haven't delivered the promises on time, right, then you have to think about these bad consequences that you have to face because of lying. Oh, then you determine yourself. The more you convince, the more you focus, you determine inside yourself to tell the truth. That's number one. First method. Then you have to think about the good consequences of telling the truth. When you tell the truth all the time, right, out of compassion, tactical, then the other people trust you. Even though many other people might say bad about you, but that person won't believe, because that person has seen you doing the right things on the right time, truthfully, saying the right things on the right time, in the right manner, truthfully, right? Then, right, then everyone believes you, and that person gains, the truthful person, that person gains social acceptance, fame, and wealth, and success in life. And there are that person, most importantly, that person will be respected by the society. And those are the good consequences that you will face in this life. In the next lives, you will be born with beautiful faces, beautiful features, and nice tones, right? And then so nice looks. Those are things. So if you don't believe about the next life, then focus on the good consequences that you can gain in this very life, right? But for sure, there is a next life, and then you are going to gain these benefits. And then when you think about the good consequences, good results that you can gain by being truthful, you establish yourself in truth, right? Final one. You have to think about the good things that happen to truthful people. So better to focus on such kind of people's biographies or incidents which happen in those people's lives. That may be a truthful friend that you have, or a famous figure. So you can think about them, and then it can also motivate you in establishing yourself in truth. Right. To conclude, I'll teach you another story and finish. During the Buddhist time, this is a story from the Buddhist time, incident which happened during the Buddhist time. There was a teenage Samanera. Samanera means novice monk. Novice monk who is not. So there are two kinds of monks. Novice monks are the monks who didn't get the full ordination. After the age 20, if you have fulfilled the basic requirements, and if the elder monks see that you are well determined, and then honest, if you are honest practicing, they they ordain you for the second time and they give you the full ordination. So Adimutta Samanera was a student of another famous Samanera at that time, who was called as Sankicha Samanera. Both teacher and the student, they were very famous as truthful, both were very famous as a duo of truthful teacher, a truthful student. Then one day, Bante Sankhya asked Bante, so Adimutta, since he was so old enough, he thought he was old enough, but he wanted to make sure that he is 20. So he asked Adimutta Samanera about his age. But Adimutta, he didn't know about his age. During those days, there weren't these kinds of birthday celebrations, and so they had calendars, but they were not well organized. So he was asked to go and check, and then Adimutta Samanera went to his sister's home, which was closer to the temple, but sister also didn't know about his age. Then he said, maybe our mother knows. The mother's house, the parents' house, it was situated so beyond a thick forest. So Adimutta had to go passing this thick forest to reach his parents' home. Somehow, when he was going, what happened was a group of thieves. Those days there were many groups of thieves in forest. So they caught him. And when they were about to kill him, Adimutta Samanera was not yet enlightened. He thought, oh, I am not yet still enlightened. So somehow I have to save my life. Thinking so, he told them, if you don't do that, if you kill me, then people will think, even if an innocent, harmless monk cannot pass this path, then how about the general people? We should not go through this path. So when people decide like that, they are not going to come through this path, and you have to live with hunger, right? So please let me go. Then the thieves, they thought, oh, what he said is right, so we have to let him go. But they took a promise not to tell anyone about them. Then Bante Adimutta, so now it's Adimutta, still he's not a full Bante, but he can be considered like that. So somehow the Adimutta Samanera, now it's Adimutta, he went to his parents' home, and when he inquired his mother, she told that he's old enough and he's beyond 20 now. So he started to return. He spent only a small period of time at his house. And after the lunch, he started returning, and his parents, to leave him back, they also were coming after him. He stopped them, but they didn't listen. And for the parents, even though the child is old enough, still they think that child is a baby. So they were coming after him, but Adimutta Samanera didn't tell anything to the parents. He tried to stop them, but they insisted on coming. So he kept calm. And on the way, the robbers caught both the parents. And when they were about to torture the parents, the mother started crying. Oh, such kind of a heartless son that we have, she said. So even though there are robbers on the way, and he knew that there are robbers on the way, but he never alerted us. So saying like that, she started lamenting. The robbers, they heard this, and they asked her, they asked the mother who she is. Then she said, she is the mother of Navis Adiputta. And then the robbers were so moved, finally they decided they are not going to rob anymore. So they left all the weapons and went to Adiputta Samariya and paid respect to this great Navis Adimutta, and so asked him to accept them as students. So Bhante Adimutta took all the robbers to the temple and presented them to Bhante Sankicha, and Bhante Sankicha ordained them as monks, as Bhantes. And later on, they also practiced well and attained the enlightenment. As enlightened monks, they helped so many people to grow spiritually. So truth can do marvelous things in life. Sometimes in your life, things might go wrong. At such times, think about the truthful things that you did in your life and wish. If this is true, by the power of this truth, may this happen to me. May my wish come true. There is big possibility of that wish to happen, to become true, right? So please do that. Now we are going to conclude. Everyone, please think together. All of us gathered here, practice this noble non-sectarian meditation technique, and accumulated a lot of positive energy. By the power of all this positive energy, please think. May all our troubles be over. May all the good things happen in our lives. May we be able to practice this noble Dhamma practice consistently, ardently, with a strong determination, with courage. And finally, coming out of all the negativities, developing all the positivities within, may all of us attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With those thoughts, everyone, please join your palms and concentrate. Abhivadana silisse nichang vada pachain Chataro dhamma vadanti ayuvangno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vache ato nibbana sampatti iminati samijjatu. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. Sukhi hotu. Sukhi hotu. Sukhi hotu. Good night, everyone. May all of you be well and happy. Sukhi hotu. See you in the next week. Right. Good night, Mrs. Lees.
Thank you, Bhante.
May you be happy. Good night,
Thank you, Bhante.
Mr. Bus. Good night. Good night, Christian.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night. Good night, Miss Rita.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, Mr. Howard.
Good night, Bhante. Thank
Good
you.
night. Good night, Miss Kim.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you.
May you be happy.